Hey, 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 fam. My 111 PB Fly ladies and gents. Welcome back. Welcome back. How are y'all doing? All right. I'm having a really great day. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day as well. The energy feels amazing. I don't know what's going on. It's a little warm outside today. Here's a little Palo Santo. We're going to keep it in this flow. You hear me? Okay. So listen, y'all. I don't know if this is relevant or not, but as I was trying to figure out how I wanted my little background to be, I take my little time and try to put this out how I'm feeling, okay? My little beautiful butterfly, I knocked her over and her head came off. I don't know what this is relevant to, but the energy that I'm picking up is it's about you know, not believing in miracles, opening up, like sky's the limit, reflecting. That's why I chose love bears all things. I lead everything in love. That's the highest vibration, okay? So I feel like somebody's in their head, and the way that her head just came off or whatever, I feel like spirit is saying, get out of your head, trust in your dreams, know that love heals all things, love bears all things, it endures all things, and that, there's a purpose here. There's a purpose here, and things are definitely going to change, and look out. Confirmation. Okay? So, I'm going to go ahead and get right into this thing. Hold on. All right, my bad, y'all. My bad, my bad, my bad. All right, somebody at my door. Okay, anyway, moving along. So, what I was trying to say is that no matter how hard things look, no matter what the complications look like, okay, just know that the Most High, he got you, okay? Stay in prayer, stay positive, okay? I can't enforce that enough. Stay in love and light, stay positive, and things, watch how things start slowly changing in your life. Trust me, I'm trying to tell you. When you vibe high, it's just like everything just comes right to you. It's like you're a magnet for great things to happen, okay? So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get into what I'm picking up, and then we're going to get into this tarot and see what's coming out in these cards. So, with her head coming off like that, I feel like, again, Spirit is saying, get out of your head. If you don't believe in miracles, just watch me work. I'm here, watch me work, okay? Like, things will turn around for you, okay? Look for the subtle things. It starts off small, okay? And just be on the lookout for them. I feel like when you're least expected, things will change, okay? Confirmation with I'm feeling like spirit is asking you to release the toxic people in your life, okay? Just know that you are deserving of love, okay? And the first step is letting go in order to reach your achievements. That's what brings the resolution here. It's not going to be easy. You know what I'm saying? You are going to struggle a little bit with your feelings, your emotions, managing everything that you've been through, getting things back into perspective, okay? But that's a part of the process, all right? Being able to move forward and start free, you know, it's a process. And just, things will evolve. As you continue to heal, you'll open up, you'll open your heart up to someone else. You'll open your heart up for yourself to heal more and more. And, as you continue to move in love and you reflect on the things you've been through, things will again start to gradually grow. You'll start seeing these little miracles start popping up, popping up. Things gradually start getting better. Okay. As you reflect, you're learning a deeper understanding of what you've been through. That creates that healing that allows you to grow, and everything is like gets reactivated. You know what I'm saying? So just stay present in the moment. Take one day at a time. Keep your heart open, and just remember to honor yourself. Get out that victim mindset and know that you're protected, okay? So, again, it'll be difficult. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's, a process that's just like tomorrow, but it will get better, all right? Dream big and just know there's no limit. And I feel like that's why her head is gone. There's no limit. Get out your head. There's no limit to how high you can go, okay? So, let's see. Spirit guys, what do we need to know? Let's open up this reading. I'm using the Intuitive Cav deck. Let's see. What do we have? Yeah, I'm going to put that there because it came out. All right. Awakening in reverse is at the bottom of the deck. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? All right. Intuitive Cav is in reverse. That's somebody's intuition. All right. We got gift here. Can we get one more, Holy Spirit? Spirit guys, can we get one more? All right. Chakras in reverse. And we have achievement. Okay. So let's see. What is this about? All right, so we got death magic here. We know that that's been going on. Intuitive Cav is in reverse. That just lets me know somebody did not use their intuition when it came to a gift and their chakras were out of alignment. So they weren't coming from a healed place when they weren't thinking and did whatever this is that they did. Okay, so let's see. What is this? I already shuffled these. I will do them again for my lovely viewers so you can see. All right, for the non-believers. And this is what's out first. Okay. Death magic. Here we have 3 of swords. Okay. Breakup, pain, disappointment. Okay. Betrayal. All right. So I feel like whoever was in this death magic energy, okay, I feel like this brought a lot of conflict and disappointment and poor health with this decision that was made in this particular circumstances. With the 4 of Wands here in reverse, I feel like somebody was insecure in this space, and I feel like their insecurities put them in this space where they felt like they had to move in this manner, okay? And this just brought a lot of suffering and mistrust, incomplete happiness, okay? A lot of conflicts. Let's see. Hierophant in reverse, okay? So this person wasn't educated, or they were getting advice from somebody that, you know, wasn't the brightest in the situation. Or Hierophant also speaks of legal matters, marriages. Maybe somebody doesn't want a marriage anymore or some type of relationship. It does say, you know, breakup pain on this card. So something ended here. Okay. Let's see, what else do we need to know? The 8 of Swords. Somebody's in mental prison over this. Okay. So I feel like the backlash of these insecurities, you know, the bad advice, the bad decisions, you know, the breakup, it put this person in anxiety, and, you know, it made them feel alone. It's a lot of mental chaos in their energy, okay? Obstacles and challenges, a lot of jealousy, okay? Sorry about that, okay? So let's see, what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Can we get one card? All right, soulmate in reverse, infidelity. Okay, so whatever this was, I feel like this was someone lost their soulmate based upon infidelity here. This death magic here, maybe somebody spoke some type of negativity around the situation. They were insecure. They went for whatever this was, and it brought a lot of conflicts, pettiness, fights. You know, they made a wrong decision, and now they're in mental chaos over this, okay? You know, they're in their head. They want to come up out of this. I just said this. I can't make it up. They want to come out of this chaos. Wow. Yeah. 10 of Swords. They're hurting really, really bad. This is like the worst internal suffering. You know, they're numb. Like they're like distraught over this ending. Okay. Many people think excitement is happiness, but when you are excited, you're not peaceful. True happiness is based on peace. So this person is in so much pain. They want peace from this situation, okay? With Intuitive Cav here in reverse, I'm feeling like whoever this is, they didn't use their thorough sense of mind. Like, I feel like they were so stuck on whatever, whoever, led them in this manner or whatever. They didn't use their own discernment. They listened to someone else with the Hierophant in reverse in this situation. Um, let's see, what do we have here? We have the Page of Swords in reverse, okay? So this is somebody that's vengeful, mischievous, yeah. So, like I said, they were in an insecure space. They didn't use their discernment. They were coming from a space of, revenge, like savage mode. Like they was just on crud time. With the Three of Wands in reverse here, this didn't bring any type of it didn't bring any success. So whatever they thought they were going to gain out of this, all it brought was, low self-esteem, low confidence, no rewards, no opportunities, okay? It's just everything went downhill. Page of Pentacles in reverse, again, no opportunities, okay? Poor planning, they don't even know how to send a message. Like they don't even know how to talk about this at this point. I feel like things are just so far gone. They're just like lost. Okay. Let's see. What do we need to know? Triggered. Wow. Yeah. Somebody's traumatized behind this. Okay. I feel like they're trying to go in solitude. This is sticking out here. Clock block. I'm about to say clock block. Wow. For clock block and cock block, I feel like somebody tried to change time. Somebody tried to play with the timing of something to clock block. I mean, I keep saying clock block. Wow. Somebody tried to turn, somebody played with somebody's time. They tried to block the time, reverse the time, change the time, so somebody would not be able to reach their destination. With blockage here, cock block, okay? Not only did they not want somebody in a relationship with soulmate that was lost, that came out here, somebody played with the timing. Like I feel like this was something that was purposely done, um, you know, in a situation. Yeah, with take a L here in reverse, they don't want these setbacks, okay? Whoever is in this situation now that didn't use their intuition, they don't want the setbacks, they don't want the failures that's going to come from whatever this did. There's no more Netflix and chilling, okay? Old news, nostalgic of the past. Now they feeling jaded, okay? They making excuses. Somebody's not taking accountability for what was done here. Let's get a truth oracle. What else do we need to know? Okay. Ooh. What is it? Because it was trying to come out. Addictions in reverse. Deep thinking. Didn't ascend. All right. So somebody didn't release these addictions. Now they're remembering. It's like, oh, this is how we got here. This is what happened. This is why I didn't ascend. Again, intuition in reverse. I didn't use my intuition because I didn't stop these addictions. Okay. Now I'm with deep thinking. Now I remember. I know what happened. So it's like somebody's coming out of an illusion now and they're realizing why they didn't step up. They refused to let go. I can't make it up. Okay. So let's see. What else do we need to know? What's up with this gift, Holy Spirit? What's up with this gift? All right. We have the Hermit in reverse. The Hermit in reverse. Now I'm making up stuff. That ain't what that say. Oh, my goodness. Okay. The gift. This is the Chariot in reverse. Okay. So somebody was given a gift here. And instead of them accepting this as a gift and treating it as a gift, I feel like they were I feel like they were just in a space where I feel like they just were tactless. Like they didn't have the right state of mind when it came to what they had. And instead of them appreciating what this gift was, I feel like they tried to tear it down. All right. So it's like they spoke bad about it. They were they spoke bad about it. You know, they treated it as an illness. Like maybe, you know, they spoke negative on the situation. They spoke a lot of negative energy over the situation instead of seeing it for what it was. Because you see all this light around her. Like this is something that's bright. This is something that's big. Like she's working on something here. This is something that was supposed to bring um light to a situation, or something that was supposed to help. Like when you figure when you cut on the light, you could see. Okay, so I feel like whatever this was supposed to help, but they looked at it as something bad. So you know, it brought a lot of it made somebody restless, and um they just took it the wrong way. So it just brought illness, disorder, and somebody had some type of negative instinct or accident in reference to this. Maybe this is where this loss came from. Okay, with Seven of Pentacles here, again, long-term investment. They didn't put the work in. This was supposed to be something that was going to be around for a while, but with this illness and, you know, bad news, I feel like this got turned around. Okay, Saturn's gift, the gift got turned around. It was turned away. Like, I don't want that. So now with the gift gone, it's like you don't have a light on. Now you're moving in the dark. We right back to the dark. So in the dark, you have accidents, you have bad news, you have restlessness, you know. Things don't grow in the dark, okay? So they didn't see these delays coming. They didn't see that if they didn't put the work in, that they wouldn't get any reward. They didn't realize that they would lose the investment, okay? So it wasn't meant to stay at this point. With Temperance in reverse, they didn't heal. They didn't heal from a situation. They didn't realize that they should have been patient with the option that they had, okay? With this gift, they should have been patient with this. They were supposed to transform. And with all this Temperance major arcana in reverse, you know, it just brought a power struggle. Now this person feels alone and unbalanced, okay? We have the chakras here, which is in reverse. This is speaking of being unbalanced again, okay? With Oscar Wilde here, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery that mediocrity can pay to greatness, okay? So I feel, you know, whatever this is here, this individual, they weren't patient. They weren't patient, and with them not being patient, I feel like they overlooked a lot of things. And in the process of um, in the process of overlooking these things, it just brought everything downhill. Bad health, bad finances, bad news, bad movement. Like everything just kind of came to a halt. Okay. Let's see. What else do we need to know? Let me get one of these. All right. They're trying to weather the storm. They got to go through all these challenges. I just said that. And it brought a lot of grief and sadness because they didn't do the shadow work. I spoke on transformation. They were supposed to grow from the situation. With the lights on, they were supposed to heal and learn from the situation. And, you know, should I stay? Now they're trying to reevaluate the situation, but the gift is gone already. Okay. Let's see what's going on with these chakras that's unaligned. Okay. Um, with this Eight of Wands here, I feel like with that, should I stay or should I go? Okay. This person is now trying to make a quick decision, and they want to come through and say something really quick. They having hopes. Maybe if I hurry up and say something, maybe I can catch it before it's gone. Maybe it's like I'm getting a vision of a balloon floating in the air and you try to catch it before it's too high up. Okay. So this person wants to come through with a message of some sort. All right, we have strength in reverse, but they're not brave. They don't have the willpower to do this. They're lacking confidence, okay? With insecurities, I feel like this person is just not quite ready to speak their mind or speak their heart. With the Five of Swords in reverse, they do realize that they can't play mind games and be deceptive anymore, but they're not ready to come out of this silence quite yet, okay? Grief, I've learned, is really just love. It's all the love you want to give but can't. And this is in reverse. So this person knows that they didn't love you the way that they were supposed to. They did not treat the gift like they should. They didn't appreciate it. You know, again, love bears all things. It believes all things. It hopes all things. This person didn't have the faith in you or within themselves that, you know, that this gift should have been here for a while, or that they should have nurtured it or cared for it, or things along that line. Let's see. What else do we need to know, Holy Spirit? Can I get one? What else do we need to know? Oh, I thought that was sticking out. Oh, what is this? It's above me. You're over it. Yeah. You moved on from a situation and you released this energy. You're like, I'm done. Okay. The Rona. I guess with this here, you know, you avoided a situation where somebody refused to heal or clean their energy. Okay. Detox, somebody refused to do something. And yeah, what I'm getting from these two is by you leaving and moving on, you avoided a toxic situation. You know, you didn't get sick, okay? You didn't have to purge from whatever this was because you saw it for what it was and you released this, okay? This person was unaligned and they refused to protect themselves with disease. um, I feel like they refuse to do things in the right way. All right, they refuse to detox. They refuse to practice safe sex. They refuse to, you know, not be in this boastful energy. Okay, not to be, you know, codependent. All right, so you're above this. I feel like that's not your energy at all. What else do we need to know, Holy Spirit? What is this? Yeah, you walked away from this community, these people, these friends, this environment, whatever this is. You was like, I'm done. All right, karmic femme. You're not karmic, and that's not the path for you with a divine masculine. That's not your divine masculine. I can't. Karmic femme pathway, divine masculine in reverse. You walked away from this. Like, you saw this one right. Okay, let's see. Achievement. What do we need to know about this achievement, Holy Spirit? All right. Stagnation, death, incurable disease, broken marriage. Okay. I feel like somebody tried to bring stagnation to your achievements here. All right. Yeah. They didn't want you, like, you don't want to be karmic with us. You don't want to stay on this path with us. Okay. You feel like you better than or whatever. You nonchalant. Okay, fine. You want to work on your achievements. We're going to gate that. We're going to try to block that. That's what I feel this death magic is. See how everything comes full circle? I feel like they like, okay, well, let's just shit on your parade. Okay. With King of Cups here in reverse. I'm Knight of Cups in reverse. I'm sorry. All right. You release this possible player, okay, with this person in reverse. You knew that this wasn't your true love. You knew this person wasn't charming for real. You know, it was all a game. It was illusion, okay? Broken marriage, lack of opportunities. You didn't see this as a situation that would be beneficial for you. All right? The sun is here. You want ultimate happiness. You vibe too high for this negativity, okay? You're a leader. All right, you have creativity, and I feel like when you left, you went towards the light. You the gift, and you followed the light. You left this dark situation, okay, and you followed the light to be able to reach your achievements and your goals. Um, what else do we need to know, Holy Spirit? What else does collective need to know? That is too many cards. That's like 4 or 5 cards. Can I get one? All right. Ooh. All right, when you left this person or these people feeling trapped, okay? They're in a mental prison. We did see this right here, the 8 of Swords, okay? This person's in a mental prison. They're in anxiety. They feel alone. They're in mental chaos, okay? You left for your you left towards the sun to follow the light to gain your achievements while they're trapped. You walked out of this conflict, okay? It's above me. You left this behind you. So there's no tension. There's no arguments where you are. You're sitting in the light. You came out of the dark. Things are moving okay for you. All right? Many options, but one, this person doesn't have any more options, okay? They're out of options. The gift was there to help them to come out of this anxiety from this past life situation. Now they stuck in a hot mess, all this chaotic energy, and they need to reflect because they didn't learn the karmic lesson, okay? Wow. And they want to come out of this heartbreak. I can't make it up. All right? Um, let's put some emotions on the table here. What's going on? What does collective need to know? Oops, sorry, y'all. Anxiety. This person is having a lot of anxiety. Stems from uncertainty about the future. When the card appears, it reminds you to let go of the fear of the future and focus on the present. Didn't I speak of that before when I first started? With her head coming off and, you know, there's no limit to how far you can go. All right. Only in the here and now you can find true peace. All right. Then I say cards are following you. This person wants peace. All right. Bottom of the deck is dilemma. Okay. Dilemma is a situation of difficult choice, leaving you feeling torn. When a dilemma arises, it reminds you to examine the issue from the multiple perspectives and look for hidden opportunities. You will always find a way out, even if it seems difficult at the time. If the Holy Spirit ain't talking through me, I'm trying to tell y'all. What did I say when I first started this reading? Okay? I can't make it up. I can't. That's how you heal and come out of this sadness. Balance. Forgiveness. When you heal, then you can appreciate the things around you and you can gain abundance. I can't make it up. And the confidence. All this jealousy, this magic, these insecurities. This is what keeps you in lack, okay? You have to heal. Gotta heal. All right, y'all. This is your message. I hope this resonated. I hope, it helped. And, like, share, subscribe, follow me. And until next time, I see you later on. Bye.